Okay, so today we are going to play Mardu Overlord. Um, it is a little bit different than what I've played before. So I have played Philia before, but I've not tried Overlord of the Belmerk. So the way that this works is Philia, it has flash. Whenever Philia attacks, you get to blink a permanent. So the permanents that you blink come back into play, and Philia gets a 1+1 counter. Okay, so on my side of the table, things that I want to blink. A Johnny, not bad. You get another 2/1. Staff of the Storyteller, not bad. You get another 1/1 and another uh, counter on the artifact, which will let you draw cards. Orcish Bowmaster. Um, Pretty good in the Bowmaster mirrors, I suppose, because you're going to want your Bowmaster to kill their Bowmaster. The problem is, it is rare that there's a Bowmaster on both sides of the table, because typically Bowmaster kills a Bowmaster. So it's like, for you to have a Bowmaster with them having a Bowmaster on the table is like not often going to happen, because your Bowmaster is going to kill their Bowmaster, or their Bowmaster is going to kill your Bowmaster. Bowmaster. Anyway, then we have the card Overlord for the Belmark. So this card has impending 5. So what that does is if you cast this spell for its impending cost, which is 2 mana, pretty modest cost for that. Um it enters with 5 counters until the last one is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. So the turn that you cast it, it has 5. You will not be able to use this as a creature for 5 turns. Whenever this permanent enters or attacks, mill 4 cards. You may return a non-avatar creature card or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. So currently, I have 20 creatures, which is really 17, because it's not going to count itself, because it says non-avatar. So I think it's hopefully just a high enough chance to hit. We'll see. But if you blink it, then you have this 5/5 in play. That is going to net you 2 cards, most likely, and a third when it attacks. Typically, if you blink this card in a fair matchup, you're pretty far ahead. So that's what we're testing. And I'm testing Tursa Light Shatter as a one of. It's legendary, which is nice. It's also a great card to blink, because when it enters, you could discard up to 2 cards and then draw 2. It's immediate, has haste, and then when you attack, if you have threshold or more than threshold, 7 or more, exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play that card this turn. So I haven't loved this card, but it was another ETB card and another creature card to synergize with the Overlord being a creature, and to synergize with Philia over for the ETB. So I typically run Fable. I like Fable a lot, but I'm gonna try this today. Um, in the sideboard, we're playing the 5 Rebs. I could probably get away with 3 or 4, but just gonna keep it at 5 for now. 4 Surgical, 1 Wear Tear, 1 Agent, 1 Plague Engineer, 1 Toxic Deluge, 1 Containment Priest, and 1 Disruptor Flute. I thought about going a little bit heavier on the Containment Priest, because when you play Philia, you can blink their creatures, and then when they come back, they are exiled because you have Containment Priest. Problem is, and this the meta may have changed in the past few weeks that I've been playing, that I haven't been playing, is Containment Priest is really slow for the Oops deck. Against Reanimate, it's pretty good. and against Nadu, it's pretty good, but it's also slow against it also like omniscience. It doesn't always stop that show and tell combo. So I think Reanimate, it's solid, but and like Nadu, it's solid as well, but it is really slow for oops. Okay, let's just do the damn thing here. Keep it as is. Mardu Overlord. A little bit inspired by my buddy Ebb, who was playing a list with Philia and Overlord in a black-white deck, so kind of stealing a little bit of that tech and putting it in the Mardu deck here. Um, oh, a little bit of enjoying the silence, although I'm playing music. Um, if I finish quickly, I might consider another league. We'll see. I'm also getting ready for my matches against James Sayu, which should be a lot of fun. We're playing that legacy format that I was talking about, except you get to unban 4 cards of your choice from the Mental Misstep and Beyond era. So, Beyond Mental Misstep, I should say. So, you can play for Deathrite as an example. Or you could play 2 Deathrite and 2 Ragavan, but you cannot play 4 of both. Nope. Brainstorm, maybe? A little bit awkward with the 2 Surveils. My read is probably Nado with the Windswept Heath. I'll probably know once this Thoughtseize resolves. I doubt they daze it or something. I wouldn't mind it so much it would set them back, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. Gosh. Kind of tough because I can. It's easier for me to deal with Nomad, even though Nomad's better. I think I'll take the Shuko because I have double plow. Yeah. Um. Do I plow that? I think so. A force pitch journey. Okay. Interesting. Wasteland would be great. Donnie, not so great. So if they have like Nadu and a blue land, it's a pretty big punish. If they have one Shuko, I understand the Force of Will much better. They didn't float. Yeah. Yeah. So Flash is very good here. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely a good draw. How you doing, Abby? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, some similar vibes, I must admit. Um, I think I like this. Yes, I would. I think I'll just take Ophelia. As we leave up the plow. Um, guess I'll do a deck thin fetch here. I don't see why not. Um, Nothing too interesting in the graveyard. They have perfect information here, unfortunately. Oh, I might just be dead. I have another one. Cameo, sure. Yeah, I think we have a good shot. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna get the plateau here. White this. Okay. Attack. Target the Overlord here. I think we throw the cat here. Yeah, gosh. Yeah. Yes. Take an Orcish Bowmaster. Yeah. All right, I think I win because I had the Bowmaster. Yeah, I think I got this. This will be 5, 8. Yeah, like I could throw the Avatar here. Pretty lucky. Blinking a Johnny might have been better there. Yeah, it probably was actually. But I don't know. Being able to get the Bowmaster actually might have been better. Yeah. Which would have been, yeah. Very lucky having a flash creature that's also removal, huh? Pretty lucky. These 9 look good. Wondering if the Overlord stuff is a little too cute here. Huh. Yeah, I think that's the move, huh? This could stop Saga. Maybe I'll try it. Much slower here. Not sure if taking out the Overlord tech was best. I think this is good enough. They got really greedy with the turn 2 Saga. I think they don't really know my deck most likely, so might not have been a mistake necessarily. Hard not to go for the turn 1. Chuck a waste. Just try to slow them down here. I'd say I probably need to play coy, more or less. So I might, this could be like a keep up Bowmaster kind of thing. Let's see. Because like it's always tempting to just like slam the staff here. But going for the later game might be fine. staff. Oof, don't think that's what I want. It's good, but yeah, this might be a turn 2 Staff of the Storyteller, possibly, or turn 2, 3 Staff of the Storyteller. Is what I mean to say. I had to guess this is going to be a Nadu. Yeah. I think that means we just slam this. Oh, congrats, you win the game. Get a second Nomad. Okay. Gonna act like I could have something. Yeah, Ben. This player's tendency is to just jam it. It was going to get worse for them. Maybe playing the Bowmaster was stupid. Might have been the stupid. Yeah. So. Probably was better for them just to jam it. Yeah, I think playing the Bowmaster was the throw there. Hard to just go draw go, but this deck's really good at that. This could get ugly, but I think this is a good hand. I just kind of need to hit one land drop, more or less. One of my 5 pyros would have been very good there. Have the Caracas. I think I go Ponder. Why are they leading with the fetch? They want the island, I guess? That makes sense. Force, pitch, cameo. Great. Okay. Right, Tamio. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just fucking lose here. Oh, I'm so mad. Maybe I just have to bring in the surgicals against somebody who just kind of has a tendency to jam. Yeah. All right. I'm going for it. Pretty bad. I had the surgicals. I just didn't bring them in. Yeah, that felt. That did feel kind of unlucky. The fact that they had the force of will and then they were able to just go A into B with no cantrip is, I think, pretty unlucky for me. Just sometimes that's the way it's gonna be. Oof. Maybe the surgical is the right move, being that game two they kept the combo in and didn't go for like a plan B. Yo, Eb, trying out a list kind of inspired by what I saw you doing the other day with Overlord and Philia. Level 5. Lost a breakfast. Nadu. I was looking at the 3 mana cards in my hand too, and that's probably what I would have taken out for the surgical. Okay. So I think I'm about to die to oops. Yeah. Hey, it happens. I would have done it to you, you know? Um I thought the tendency to jam, I think, is one when you're playing against like a list like mine that's probably smart, you know? Like I think like some players have said that they felt like you're better off being kind of passive with the breakfast and like picking and choosing, but like my deck once it really gets rolling, it's pretty hard to beat it that way, you know? So I think it was smart to just get it out and just go like it's likely only going to get worse with all the card advantage engine. And you know, I think I had some really good top decks game one to be honest, as well. But GG's, yeah. Sometimes it be that way. Um, I think it's better to not shoot my own thing. Oh boy, let's see what happens here. I do want the wasteland. I'm sure of that. Um, and I think getting in the extra damage could be relevant here. Because this will make my OBM bigger. I think it's lethal next turn. Yeah, 8. And this is actually just 8. Okay. Uh-oh. I have the sword. Holy shit. Wild game. Said, am I on ley line? It's pretty funny. Pretty easy to find out if you care that much. If this $10 tournament is that important to you. Like, no. This out, I think, actually stops the combo. So I'm going to bring it in, but it's definitely pretty sus. These go. Pyro. I don't think I'm fighting on the stack here. I mean, I could be, though. Maybe I should. Like, the, surgicals. Oh. Yeah, I think surgicals means I probably do try to fight. So what's the name here if I get a chance? I don't get a chance. Hey babe, I'm streaming. Alright, see ya. Takes priest. Does that passes? My best chance. No way. Oh my gosh. This is the one that... Okay, this is not the one that flies. Do I draw a plow? No! Ah. Brought in Force of Vigor. Did not sideboard out. Win con. Red Return and Thassa's Oracle. And 3 Narcs. Yep. Okay. Bummer. Definitely keeping in the plow. This opponent does seem to go pretty is pretty willing to play it on 3. Alright, we're on the draw. We're on the play, so we should have a better shot here. Maybe the Bowmaster is the weak link here, like taking out Bowmaster, and like the thing I like about Bowmaster though is Cabal therapy stuff. So like I don't think I'd be happier with like Overlord. If I played like Barry, I could see like trying to keep the Overlord in. Oh boy, that's definitely a mulligan. Turn 2 interaction probably isn't gonna do it either. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is pretty unlucky. I got a mold of 4. Alright. Okay. We might have a shot. Okay. Still at the surgical. Definitely did not think I was gonna win. I think I got a pretty good shot now. They have 2 of their fell the profanes like already. They could have a third, but you know, it doesn't seem too likely. Okay. All right. Okay, so they don't get any narcs. Okay. Let's target. I don't even see a memories journey. Oh, in hand, you think? Yeah. I don't think they could cast it, though. The Thassa's with the 2 blue. They'd have to lose the pedal. But yeah. I didn't want to wait because of Cabal therapy. They like name the surgical. Got it. Close. Some very close games. I was pretty. The fact that I got the land of containment priests and they used two of their lands, um, the you know, destroy target creature land. I think that was pretty lucky for me. They may have some other ways. Also, I think they could have had like Force of Vigors and stuff like that. I think it's really good if you're trying to play at a high level to study. And if you see the green splash and you don't see like Pact of Negation or something, which I did not see. I probably should have taken out the Pyros game 3 because I didn't see them game 2. I just don't study enough to know, like, if you see green and you don't see Pact of Negation, does that mean that they just don't even have it as an option? The other day I saw a Chancellor of the Annex version with Pact of Negation, and that seemed super excited out. You think, okay, so you think it was in their deck. I don't remember seeing it, though, but maybe it was. Like, they did win game 1, I think, right? No, they didn't win game 1. I won game 1, so I'll never know. You think they sided it out? Yeah, maybe so. Makes you wonder what they kept, right? Did they keep like a disruptive hand with like Force of Vigor? And they were like, all right, we're going to see Leyline, you know? Just because I didn't have it game 2? Or maybe they had like a packed hand or something? But yeah, my instinct is you probably ought to mull. Unless you have a turn 1 opener, or maybe like a turn 2 with like a really good like disruptor, like a Thoughtseize kind of thing, maybe, but I don't think it's like quite as clean as that, but I think it's close to being that clean as to what you ought to do. Green, okay. Not too sure what the move is next turn. I mean, uh-oh. Okay. Well, two of these cards I don't really know. Return up to one target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay. If you pay 3, cost less. Or sorry, if you pay 3 by returning a card that you own. Start your engines. Whenever this enchantment enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature or a vehicle of their choice. Each opponent who can't discards a card. Sacrifice this enchantment. You gain life equal to your speed. Yeah, bug deck. I think this town and momentum breaker seem like a good combo. I'll get rid of those. Holland beans, Yosaido. The Drew Ponder. Sometimes I get a good feeling. I get the feeling that I never had before. Oh no, I get a good feeling. Probably just a surveil here. They have another wasteland. Whatever. Marijuana beans? That's a name? Alright. 420 beans. Never thought I'd see the day. Huh. This is a little bit tough. I think Philia is the move here, but I just don't. Like, if they hit their black land, I'm in big trouble. This also might dissuade them from cantripping because of, well, I am going to play this now. That they have a Force of Will. I don't want them. This town is really good with the bean. Looks like a push. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this town ain't big enough. Gosh. I guess it's a 1-for-1. I think it's still the move. I hate this play, but they're gonna force it. Yeah. Yeah. Force pitch partner. Thought so. A lot of card advantage. Okay. Could be worse. There's Samio. I'm gonna Thoughtseize, take the decay. Oh boy. Gonna be hard to keep up here. Philia's not too good with the current hand. Maybe Overlord's my best top deck. Counterbalance, okay. Um yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They opt not to. Play this. Yeah. I thought that was going to happen. They like their top card? Ugh. All right. Well, now I'm angry. Yep. Did not see that coming. Shit. Oh. Zero in hand. Top card is Misty. Waste. Right. Gotta go for the kill. Are they gonna draw? Okay. Hedge maze. Polluted Delta. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're probably dead. They're gonna draw Polluted Delta and then they die. Yep. Ooh. That was scary. This might help me win a Bowmaster War. Huh. It's weird because typically I would want to board out swords, but Bowmaster is really good against me. Maybe it's still swords? It's tough. I'm gonna say no wear tear. I like Tersa here, but I could be wrong about Tersa. Maybe it's worse. Maybe Tersa is worse. Shut up. 23 lands in 53. I have 2 turns to draw a land. I think it's a ball. Now, this is slightly better, I guess. Problem with this hand, of course, is it's a one-lander. Well, we're gonna have to get a red-black here, I suppose. We will destroy the permanent. If I don't eat a waste, I got a good shot. Wow. Did not expect that. What do you got going on in there? Oh, definitely the brainstorm. And then the momentum breaker, I think. County big enough. And then we'll get the plateau. And then we're going to name the bowmaster here. Okay. Well, it was probably their best top deck. They should have attacked first, though. He missed out on a clue. So. If they have a wasteland on the plateau, it's pretty devastating, though. I think if I could fade that, I'm in okay shape here. I could beat a lot of other things, but I think shutting off my card draw here is going to be huge. Right. Let's draw first. Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's Thoughtseize. Ponder and Fatal Push. Okay. Get another plateau here. I think I'm going to leave the spirit token here and not take the push. Like I take the counterbalance. Yeah, it does feel that way, huh? Well, Bowmaster is probably the best top deck here. Tried to act like maybe I had the Bowmaster. Oh, they didn't fall for it. It went for it. Fucking ah. I couldn't psych him out. I tried. Force of will. Fatal push. We are so dead. So this is force of will. No, they just don't even care. Kind of sucks that I whiffed with the staff. But I had a pretty good shot. Yep. I'm drawing land. You know it. I know it. That's a cool one, at least. Gonna eat a force of will, though. Delia? Alright, we're dead. Yeah. Maybe it's like the Philia? If I'm taking out this tech, it just feels really bad. By that. I'm just going no plows here. It's like, that feels kind of risky too. Let's do it. I fucked their hand up pretty well that game, so just couldn't close it out. I'm pretty weak to Bowmaster here. Bean? Oh, okay. Right. Oh, we whiff. Okay, that's pretty bad. A legend? No. That's brutal. No. It's really good. Plague Engineer? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Stock. Let's name Force of Will. No, we missed. Those 5/5s might get me there. A Murktide? No. And the draw. No, maybe it won't get me there. All right. Okay. Holy shit. All right. You have some 5/5s coming pretty soon. Oh gosh. Impending 5 is like in a beans matchup. Still like, am I gonna have time? Pretty crazy. Another Murktide. The bean. Okay. That's true. Kind of impossible to tell, huh? It's a good guess, though. Not sure how they deal with a 5 cost creature. Besides, like, just being bigger than it, you know? They cannot cast Murktide this turn because they played land. And they have 4 in the graveyard. So, gosh. Cut deals with them. Yeah, good point. That is true. I think I'm just going to hang back. Yeah. Hey, pasta. Thank you. Thanks, pasta. Yeah. Liking it so far. Another bean. Oh, same bean, I should say. Ilya? I know about Fatal Push. I don't know about other cards. I'm like kind of tempted to name like Murderous Cut here or something, but I think this town ain't big enough is probably the right one. Well, we whiff. 2 balance, 2 bows, and a push. Not great. Yeah. Um, Double Bowmaster would kill it. So, say no to that. Will I draw a land? I do. Don't have a 3-drop, please. Cool. We will name work. I'll take my Bowmaster, I guess. They're gonna push the engineer, right? Yep. I take 3. Okay. Have on top here. A counterbalance. Okay. Okay, this means I cannot attack. Let them draw counterbalance. Get my well, I didn't realize I was that low on stuff. That could have been bad. Okay. You may have this enchantment enter as a copy of an enchantment you control, except it has. Okay. Um. I think we could afford to attack for 5. Yes, I would. And I will take uh, a broadside. Okay, let that happen. I will Cabal Therapy them, name the Estrids thing. Wait, that's what they're revealing as the card in there. Whoops. Fatal Push. They have nothing in hand. Okay. Yeah, but enjoying tokens. Good to see a Ted's game here. I mean, that's GG, right? Oh, man. Got it. That was close. They would need, like, some type of, like, stifle card to get out of that. Really close game. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah. Wow. Close. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bowman. That would have done it too. Super close. Yeah, it's been like about twice a week. Not been able to play quite as much. Still love it, but just been busy with a lot of other stuff. Um, uh, Mr. President, yeah, pretty much. That would have been a cool out, huh? Um, this looks like a cool course. I haven't seen this one yet. Exclamation point play in chat if you'd like to play marbles. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, feel free to play. If you winner gets a code for 120 play points on MTGO. If you don't play MTGO and you want to give it to a friend or just give it to the runner up or something like that, that's cool too. If you just want to play some marbles. Yeah, I'm playing that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday against James. So that should be a lot of fun. Yes, these marbles are organic, 100% nature made. Hey Vin, thank you for the follow. I'll be back in about 1 minute while this goes. Exclamation point play in chat if you'd like to play marbles. Okay, hey man, whatever feels right to you. Free range marbles, yeah, exact. Pasture raised marbles. That's important. Be right back. right? Okay, everyone, exclamation point play if you want to play marbles. And I'm gonna get started in about like once you hear Chris Cornell. Okay, you heard Chris Cornell. All right, here we go. Oop, I think you made it, Eb. You did. Awesome. Looks like Onion Lotus taking a lead here. Pretty cool. Grass Daddy being all cringe. If I win, I'll give it to the second place person. Yogg in second. Looking like Yogg actually and me duking it out here, going about the same speed. Yogg got bounced from these weird arrows. Vin taking the lead, my new follow. And like it's pretty close. Oh, you went into the whirlpool? Do you want to go in the whirlpool? Is it good to? Looking like Vin won. Hey, Vinny. You won. Yeah, it's a pretty cool one. Great race, rigged. Yeah, can you message me on Twitch? If you can't figure it out, let me know. That or Discord. Let me know if you could just say something like, "Hey, I won marbles." If not, I should be able to find you. EINYLMTG. I think I found you. Cool. Let me know if you got my message, and I will send you the code. Two, three, four. I could tell you, marbles seems to be kinder to like the new follows. I don't know if I'll just make it stuff up here. Were you able to get my whisper, Vinny? Vinyl? Who was last place? That's a good question. These two. Pasta was ninth. I don't know what these numbers mean on the left. 162377. Never know. See both in 100 days. Yeah. You timed them out for that. Damn. I don't think he deserved all that. Oh, did you see my yo-yo? You saw what I said to you? Because if you could see it, good. Because then I could just send you the code. You don't need to say thank you or anything. You saw it. Okay. All right, I'm going to send it to you. Just let me know if you got that. Ah, you missed marbles. Darn. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I should wrap the stream with it instead of doing third round, but I've just been doing third round. And that's actually all my codes for this month, unfortunately. That's all 5. It'll be June, and I'll be able to do it again. But yeah, I just got it. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Just make sure you redeem that or a friend redeems that by the end of the month. they do expire. So if you play, just better to do it sooner than later. Thank you. Yeah, glad you like the deck. And congrats. They pitch Force of Will. I think that means I'm gonna risk it per biscuit and go for the waste. Maybe they were looking for lands. Do I name Entomb here? Or do I name Reanimate maybe? I'm gonna name Reanimate. I don't know. Well, I think I just pass to get them to discard a card. Yeah. I'm just gonna cast nothing. Force pitch days. Okay. Yeah. Gosh, this is a little bit tough. I think I could deal with most of the shit they could throw at me here. So let's go for this now. Cameo is the only thing I can't really kill. But I have the Caracas for it. Yeah. They do have Orc. I think you named Tammy. Okay. We're both on the same page. That's good. Thought sneeze. They take the Philia. Wow. I mean, this is a lot of ouch. Yeah. Just bomb. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of damage, huh? All right, so this deck is just super busted. Um, returns Tamia. Okay. Do I have lethal? I think I do. Yeah. Very lethal. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I hate the way this deck could play Murktide and Bowmasters. Just, I know it's been like nerfed a bunch of times, but like it breaks the rules. And I don't like it when it breaks the rules, I tell you what. So I started blasting. Yeah. I could see them not bringing in or like taking out their Bowmasters. I don't know if they saw my Bowmaster. They might have. They saw the Philia stuff, which scared them. I think taking away the Overlord is smart here because they play Animate Dead and stuff. They did, okay. They sold it below the Bowmaster. So they probably keep in their Bowmaster because Bowmaster is good against Bowmaster because when your opponent has a Bowmaster, they want to find a Bowmaster, and Bowmaster prevents them from cantripping to find more Bowmasters to kill your Bowmaster. You know what I mean? That too, second action of the game. Love how on top of it you are, man. See, the thing about Bowmaster, the punish here is like Tamio or something. Okay. No, no. I think that's a decent idea though. This shit's stupid. 10 fucking cards. They net 3. Wasteland, Reanimate, Voidwalker. This is one. This is like possible to win, but like I'm not. I think it's likely to win. I think Pyro is the one. Putting that in the graveyard certainly doesn't feel good. Yeah. Oh, Reanimate in hand. Oh, that was so bad. All right. Yeah, it was terrible. All right. That was really bad. Why did I do that? I was like, they have Voidwalker in hand. I didn't think about, you know. If I draw Caracas, then I have a shot. But, like, it's pretty stupid. It's also, like, kind of impossible to, like, keep track of what the fuck's in their hand at this point. They have days. I'll scoop. I should not have done that. Ugh, that was just really bad playing on my end. And yeah, I'm with you. That or you just take the fatties until they're not stupid good, you know? Like, I think Atraxa is too good. I think Archon maybe is fine. Like, Agent. Okay, let's do it. Damn it. No time. Hey, 0 lands. Alright, I'm dumb enough to keep this. Entomb, and Ponder. Yeah. Ball therapy. Ah, damn. Oh. All right. I sure hope they don't have A and the B. I sure hope they don't have A into B. They wrote hell yeah. So I think we're dead. Oh no, Bowmaster. Alright, we're getting to play Magic. Cool. Cool. You would have played around the Animate Dead top deck? Yeah, maybe that's better. There's a chance I'll draw Surgical or something, but yeah, I hear you. Sacrifices a non-token creature. Okay. Let's fucking do it. Um, Brazen Borrower is what I know. I know about an Entomb. One random card. I think I'll go Brazen. They had a cantrip. Push. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that on top, I think. I'm nervous. Okay. I'm not nervous. Yeah. You gotta try stuff out, you know. I think the cool thing for me is like Magic is free at this point. It costs my time, you know. It's like a really good place to be. I have like access to all the cards because I have like a creator account, which is sweet. Well, I think we tap like this. Um, I think I like hitting Fatal Push now. Fatal Push, Bowman. That's not good. Kind of thinking about draw phase. Well, let's see what happens. It's likely they would have to fetch to play the Bowmaster. So, just took a risk. This probably will win me the game. I think I am going to do a draw step, take Bowmaster here. Do I even care? Maybe not. If they fetch. They don't. Okay. I think I'm gonna bounce this. Yeah. Cool. No, I don't really think I'm that nervous about Bowmaster. Okay, they scoop, I think. Yeah. Cool. So far, Philia and Overlord have not been that good today for me. Um, Fun trying new things out here. I think the core of the deck is like everything that's like there's pretty much 4 flex slots, and today I took out the Fables. Um, I think really what I would like for this deck to have is a 1 mana proactive play that's not a discard spell. Probably Deathrite, Ragavan kind of card is too good to ask for, of course, but that's like the type of card I think I want. Like not Tameo because I can't draw a lot of cards, but like a 1-drop that has the ability to be good in the late game as well. But the thing about 1-drops that are good in the early game and late game is they're usually really, really good Magic cards. We just go blind brainstorm here, GLHF kind of thing. I've tried Esper Sentinel and Thalia. I did like them, but I don't think it's really what this deck wants. The tax was nice. I could see that being good in a meta game, but I don't think that's like on its own where this deck wants to be. Philia, I think I might be making some mistakes with. I think I was watching Ebb play, and I think you often Philia first before you a Johnny, that kind of thing. Brainstorm. Jeez. All right. Well, it is. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a rough game, I think. I think it's gonna be a rough game. Your own personal tutor. Okay, so that is what's on top of their deck. I draw. I think it's a Johnny ritual. A Johnny Cabal Therapy take ritual. You like just waste. I guess because they're only seeing 1 card. Because their next top deck is this Doomsday. So unless they drew a black mana, that is the punish, is the black mana draw. Thanks a lot, nerds. All right, nerds. God damn it. All right. Well, to be fair, I guess maybe the fact that they opted to personal tutor might have been the tell, though. But I don't know. They are just better. They're just better than us. Yeah, they're just we're just inferior, gang. Just I hate to break it to you, but when you suck, you suck. Right? They won't have two dinosaurs. Yeah, yeah. The fact that they opted to personal tutor instead of consider might have been a tell. That is the only thing. I'm not saying it was wrong, it was right. Nothing like that. I don't know shit, you know? I don't know nothing. I don't know my head from my ass, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry. I know some stuff, but yeah. I think I'm gonna fetch just to like thin my deck. Probably won't matter. Yeah, Mats, you could be right. Sometimes, like, you make the right play. I want to say the statistically correct play, and you get punished for the improbable event, and then you look deeper. Yeah, that makes sense. I think consider still the option here because there's nothing I could do about those cards. So everybody dance now. That is a command from this woman. All right. Excellent. All right. I have a pretty good sideboard for this. Everybody dance now. I think I'm gonna leave in plow. I've been punished too often by the pivot plan. Like seriously, like one glyph kills me. I think in Maverick, You can like Knight of the Reliquary. You can like beat a Goyf or like trade with it. So you could probably take out your plows. I've been straight up just taking out my plows and just getting rocked by Goyf. It was one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I win. Of course I win. And then I lost. No. I did see flashback, but the surgical is because if you Thoughtseize take their Doomsday and then surgical it, they often just lose. I don't know if that's too cute. I'm like talking about pivot plans, and then I'm talking about winning with just that. Um, yeah, when you're playing 8 discard, I think that's a reasonable plan. Yeah. So far, Tersa's been cool, but I don't think I'm going to continue with it. I think the random card from your graveyard is just too unpredictable. There's also probably some like weird lines where you draw surgical after they Doomsday, and maybe you can mess up their pile. Oh, no. Oof. I'm gonna try it, but I'm not too happy about it. When Murktide was the pivot plan, this Pyroblast felt a lot better. I think it's gonna be Doomsday. Especially with the surgical in hand. Bad land here. I'll let them take a draw, and then I'll do this during their draw step. Right. Well, they did bring in a lot of game 2 stuff here, so let me just snip it. So that's their hand. That's their library. And I just say okay. Right. Now I have no idea what's in their hand because I didn't remember. What do they reveal? Reveals their hand. Cabal Therapy, Thoughtseize, Doomsday, Swamp, Thoughtseize, Duress, Doomsday, Go for the Throat, Cast Surgical React. Gosh. All right, so they have one Duress, one. Okay. Okay, so one Duress, one Go for the Throat, and they just used one of their Duresses, and they played their land. Okay. I feel like casting one Duress couldn't hurt. You know, Pyroblast is pretty good. They drew the goddamn Goyf. You know? I think I'd rather them have Thoughtseize here. I guess they're thinking, should they attack? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm gonna flip this shit no matter what, you know. Combo players never know though. Okay. I guess this whole game is going to be fought over that card, so may as well. I think I'm just gonna play around Bowmaster. Not attacking. Wait, did they keep in Bowmaster? I actually know that. They did not. No. Then the attack was free. So I could stop playing around Bowmaster. They have Shieldred and stuff, but not that. I will play the plateau here. Yeah. Tersa might be a good top deck here now. Staff is actually probably the best. Oh shit. That's horrible. What happened there? Alright, they went all in on the pivot plan. Which makes me wonder, should I forget about surgicals here? And just like try to win the game without that? Let's see, taking out like the Tersa. Potential 5 cards. So it would be like the 4 broadside or something. Unpaid barking tickets. Yeah, you're going to jail for that one, Ben. This is what they had. I'll keep a surgical. I'll try it. They're going to brainstorm. Options, I think, are name brainstorm again. Could name Bargoyf. God. I don't think it's Dark Ritual. Go brainstorm. Personal tutor. Well, I feel like they're gonna take the bowman. It's that or the Reb. I think they should take the bow. Okay. Gosh. Do I name the personal tutor here? Your own personal tutor. Just have Doomsday. Win target game. Yep. Oh man, I fucking hate this deck. They have the fucking cavern too. Yeah, I don't think there's any way out. Oof. Yeah, even if I guess naming Edge of Autumn would have been better. Because the fact that they didn't cast a personal tutor. But yeah, I think they could just win with next turn, probably. Yeah, I think that's correct. Wonder if Bowmasters would be good. I'm able to blast some cantrips here. So I have like a little bit of time. um Also, they would go to 7. Um, Broadside hits for 6 because I could sack the staff. That could be good too. Looks like they opted to not play the fair plan. So I'm kind of punished for not having the surgicals here. I don't think it would have helped me this game, though. Okay, not gonna help me. Fetch now, I suppose. God damn it. Yeah, all right, they win. I would have had Bowmaster. I actually think I win. I did not, though. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 pings would have done it. But they would have cast it before the last ping if it was already in their hand. But if it was their top card, I guess not. Bummer. All right. 3-2. I don't think I'll run with the Philia stuff again, the Philia Overlord. It was cool to try, though. I'm glad I tried it. Okay, so Sunday. I am I'm playing against James Kaseu. Great Grixis player. Hopefully you've all heard of him at this point. If you watch Magic on YouTube, especially. Go. So yeah, I'll link the page. So battling it out with him. The format is Legacy, except you have 4 unbans. So you could play 4 you could play 4 top as an example, or you could play 4 Ragavan as an example, or you could play 2 Oko and 2 Dig Through Time as an example. Yeah, he's real cool. I've had very positive interactions with him. So he agreed to do the silly format. He's got some decks he's playing, but this is one of the ones that I'm brewing up. So it's 4 top, 3 Tameo, 3 counterbalance, 3 snap. And I'm trying Teferi. Teferi and top, I don't think we're ever around at the same time. And I think I have 1/4 in here. Yeah. And 2 prismatic ending. Sideboard's kind of a mix of things. See how it goes. So this is one of the lists that I'm gonna play in this format that we're gonna pioneer together. Uh, I thought about trying to brew Breach, but I just don't think I have the mind to play this deck. Like I think Urza's Saga in Breach would be very, very good, but I just don't think I'm the person to play that. Yeah. So the other one is Top Fleshraker, which is a deck that my buddy Jeremy helped me build. Well, he built it, I should say. And I think there's another version of this that he sent me recently that I got to upload here. But it relies on Glaring Fleshraker and Top. And if you don't know it, if you have a top, two tops in play, and the Glaring Fleshraker, you win the game. So it's a Karn deck, it's a Glaring Fleshraker deck, and it's playing Defense Grid. The One Ring, a lot of good stuff. Stuff I brew. Top. Divine Top is the ban card. So it's 4 top. So that's the format. You could play 2 Ragavan or like 2 Deathrite Shaman. You can't play 4 Deathrite Shaman, 4 Ragavan. It's 4 cards is the Sentimental Missteps banned. This is my Maverick list. I'm going to try 2 Renin 6 and 2 Deathrite Shaman. And that way I could play White of the Reliquary, Grist, Punfire, Knight. This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most. Then I have a Mardu deck playing for Ragavan, kind of like the one you just watched just now, but for Fable, for Ragavan, for Broadside. Gonna mess with the sideboard a little bit before I actually go into the league. I tried to brew something with Luris, and this is the Mardu deck with Bobble, a top, and Luris. Not too sure. That's how I feel. Everybody that I've mentioned this format to were like, oh, Luris is available? You gotta play Luris. That's the best possible thing. And I don't want to like argue, people are like trying to help me, but I'm like, are you sure? It doesn't seem too good. And then I have this Esper control deck. So this plays 4 Gataxian probes for Cabal Therapy. And this is probably the one I'm looking forward to as far as my own brew goes, because I don't think it's that busted. Like I think Probe in this deck isn't going to be that ridiculous, but you put Probe in like Doomsday, I think it is going to be ridiculous. Same with Probe in Oops All Spells. No Power 9. So Mental Misstep was the ban. So Mental Misstep I think was banned probably around like 2010, somewhere in that area. Trying to think of what came out when Mental Misstep got banned. So let's see. It was New Phyrexia. I don't think it lasted until the set after New Phyrexia. I think it was gone by then. Like I think it was like 3 months of that, and people were like, "This has to go." It was pretty quick. I know Goblins was like playing Metal Misstep. Burn was playing Metal Misstep. It was one of the weirder times in the format. So 2010. So off the top of my head, Treasure Cruise, Dig Through Time, Deathrite Shaman, Top, Breach, White Plume Adventure, Ragavan, Dreadhorde Architect, Oko, Renin 6, Frog, grief. Myco spawn. Oh yeah. EI. I think I said Ragavan and Death Red already. Um so quite a few cards to choose from. I wanted to say like Goblin Recruiter as an example, I think would be cool. Um Survival. Uh Earthcraft. But I didn't want to for this like Sunday that we're brewing stuff. I didn't want it to be like too wide, but I'd be down like if this format gains traction. I've been calling it like Legacy Mercenaries. Um, then I'd certainly be happy to you know test some things out and try some things, and I'm sure other people would just take hold of it and do what they want with it. But I have felt like Legacy's been like a little stale recently, and I think something like this would be a cool experiment, and maybe it'll catch on, maybe it won't. And yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, just throw Frog back in exactly. Like I don't think though, those things where like they'll say like, what if Michael Jordan faced off against LeBron in their prime, or what if the 2006 Patriots went against the Miami Dolphins or something like that in the 70s, or like this kind of lets you sort of do that in a way. um what would Breach really be that busted? Well, yeah, like Strip Mine is not one of the options. I would be down to open it to a lot of things, but yeah, I think Strip Mine I would draw the line there. Um, I think Tolarian Academy would be another one where like let's just say we expanded the playlist to like include survival and like Earthcraft. Big Tolarian Academy, that's the one that taps to add for each artifact. Like I think that's probably insane. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Um, there's like there's probably a few uh Tinker, I think, is probably just too easy to like, you know, put something horrible into play too quickly, like a Bolas Citadel, and just win the game. Um, but I'm not sure what like where that line is. So that's part of the reason why I said, after the Metal Misstep ban. Um, but yeah, it seems like a fun thing to do. So we'll see how it goes. Strip Mine, I think is of the busted things you could do, probably not as high, but I think it's probably on the unfun thing. I think even if we opened it up to Metal Misstep, I think Metal Misstep would, once you want to play Mental Misstep, I think the format's probably like too busted at that point. Like once that's like the card that like, okay, you have to play like the combo deck, or you have to play Mental Misstep. That's probably when it's like, all right, this was a cool thought experiment, but it's not worth it. Um Oh, I got a good raid. I'm gonna raid Waterfalls here. Good seeing everyone. I'll probably be on tomorrow and Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna be on, but I'm gonna be recording, and I'll have the VOD out at some point. If you have any ideas, feel free to reach out to me on Twitch or Discord or something like that. If there's something that you think I should have built that I don't, that you think I could pilot, and yeah, have a good night.